Wildfire threats across the West are reaching some alarming levels, and the Dragon Bravo fire on the Grand Canyon, that continues to burn. Critical fire weather conditions remain in place. We've got our exclusive Fox Weather storm tracker, Mark Sudduth. He's been on top of this for days out in the region. Mark, great to have you with us. I know typically we're talking about things like the tropics at this point in the season, especially the hail project that you've been working on. What have you seen across the Southwest the last several days?
Well, we were hoping to see a bigger monsoon signal than we came out here and experienced. It's almost dead. It's been basically in New Mexico. You've seen the terrible flooding in Ruidoso. Ian, I'm telling you, California, Nevada, Utah, Arizona, they are hurting. And right in front of me, and our vehicle cam is looking at it, is the Dragon Bravo fire. Took out the North Rim Lodge there. It's 96 degrees here on the ground. The dew point about 32, humidity 9% here. Wind is about 15 to 20. No wonder we're having these big problems. The monsoon, non-existent.
Yeah, single-digit values for humidity levels. There you go. We're looking at those scenes off on the horizon, and that is stunning. Are those the types of visuals that you've been getting? How obvious is this across the region of how massive that fire is?
Yeah, it's interesting. That fire is many tens of miles away, and we're going to be much, much closer. My partner and I that came out to help me, we'll call him my producer, Scott. We're going to get really close to it near the Vermilion Cliffs all night tonight. We're going to put a bunch of cameras on it, get time lapses. We're going to be able to see the fire at night. The way it looks now in the distance, that is still, I don't know, maybe 80, 90 miles away. We're going to be within a few dozen miles of it from the next few hours on till tomorrow morning. And so what we bring you tomorrow, you know the style I do, Ian, with time lapse. I've never done anything like this before, but I'm expecting it to be a spectacular visual of a destructive northern Arizona wildfire.
That's what I wanted to ask you, Mark. I mean, all these years, you've covered a bit of everything. In almost 4 years of Fox Weather, though, I don't recall talking to you about fires. How different is this from a coverage standpoint, capturing the weather as you do?
Well, it is different. And in fact, the very first year, 2022, when I was out here working with Fox Weather, it was the monsoon. And it was pretty active. And I ended one of those trips with a big flood in Apache Junction. This is the antithesis of that. There's a fire that's in California. I don't particularly remember the name of it off the top of my head, but that's got Vegas and Pahrump covered with smoke. A good friend of mine there is telling me this morning how awful it is. This is getting to be a bigger and bigger problem out here. And it is interesting to cover it because we also have the clock ticking on the hurricane season. I'll be flying home Friday to make sure we are ready for that.
Yeah, all of a sudden there's more activity in the Atlantic, so we're all staring at that. Mark, before we let you go, I know in your travels you're always talking with people. You had mentioned some of the historic structures there at the Grand Canyon National Park that have been lost already, the North Rim being closed. The impact on the level of tourism, I would have to think it's massive across the region, and that's much more than just one national park. You got all the businesses, so much of the economy relies on that.
It does. Now, interestingly enough, only about 10% of the annual visitors to the Grand Canyon go to the North Rim. So it's impactful, but it's not the same as had it been the South Rim. It's just easier to get to the South Rim from Flagstaff, let's say. But you have the Navajo land up here. There's over 1,000 people working on this fire, and the containment is just abysmal right now because the odds are stacked against them. It is really difficult with these conditions, and it doesn't look like it's going to let up anytime soon. Yeah,
this has not been a set of meteorological circumstances at all that would give those teams a leg up to get this under control. Mark, we're looking forward to seeing what you capture. I hope to talk with you more about it. That's Mark Sudduth. Always great to catch up. Thank you.